That
It'll
is
make
that
him,
is a crying shame
it'll make
because
him blow up like a Macy's Day Parade balloon.
oh my
Okay.
Yeah,
god.
he explodes.
I do not
Right.
have time to go and
I'll be
post that
right
I'm
back.
live or anything. So for those
Right
that
back.
are seeing this now, I'm sorry that I'm late. I have been extremely busy today. I apologize in advance. I've got a lot that I'm doing right now. I've got a lot of plans and a lot of things that I've got in the works today. And then on top of that, it was the fact that the one thing I did for myself today that it was really good being able to go see that movie, but I have been nonstop all day. I'm exhausted, so I apologize for being late. I apologize if I sound like I am irritated because I kind of am, but it's fine. We're on episode 6 of Adventuring High.
I want to know why this one is called Oh No.
That's that you'll see.
Oh
Well,
no.
just cracked open a cold one. I think I'm gonna fucking need it.
Okay, so I'm going to give the brief recap because it's not really extravagant, but give a brief recap as to what happened last episode if you did not have the chance to watch the episode on YouTube. Last we left off, our players managed to find their way into the next class after some role playing done by Ilya and Lura the night before, where they went through and was reading the book that is the topic of 10th level spells. Ilya found a lot of interesting information through that book. Ones that I hope that will at some point use to her advantage, of course. But the next day led into a whole spiraling scenario of where that the class that they attended was a very weird one in the fact that it was led by the barbarian known as Krack.
Krack.
And he was very confused about a lot of things. He thought that he was teaching the barbarian class for the day, but turns out that he was actually only teaching the one-on-one fights for the day. So kind of teaching people how, if you get into a situation where you're fighting one-on-one, what should you do, such and such, and all that. A few of our players managed to do some things that caused them to not have to go into the fight or and still pass. So they are currently not here, and we don't have Shinny here either because he actually just finished his fight. So I'm going to move him back up there and just say that he moved back up to the top of the class. And yeah, basically we've got 2 of our NPCs down. And I am going to go ahead and make a very small announcement, one that I am very saddened by,
Huh?
but it's one that I'm very understanding of due to certain situations. One of our players will not be joining us regularly anymore. He has stated that there have been issues with the time as to when we do these recordings, which is perfectly okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm saddened to see him go, but we wish him the best, and we hope that at some point that he could return back and do some more D&D with us, because we would love to have him again. I will be finding a replacement in the meantime. But as of right now, until that such time, it will just be the other cast members, our 5 cast members: Jenny, Eli, Mayhem, Overkill, and Amy. I have a few people in mind. One of which I've messaged 2 of them today, and one of them did get back with me and tell me that they were in fact busy on one of the days, but I'm about to see if they are capable of attending on this day in particular. And if they are, then it's going to be very exciting times because he is somebody that at least me and Mayhem know quite well.
Huh?
And
is.
it's I think it's going to be really exciting if that individual ends up joining. But if not,
It's not the same motherfucker that keeps giving me money, is it?
no.
No.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Is it Paul from accounting?
That's where my mind went as well, Mayhem. Don't worry.
It is.
I thought it was going to be him.
It is not him. It is somebody else.
Tony-
It's Jimmy from the mailroom.
Tony DM me because I'm kind of fucking curious now.
I don't want to tell you
Here's
because
the thing.
Well, aren't you a fucking ginger asshole then?
because
You really think Tony would have me and Rob and you, Mayhem, in the same campaign?
Yeah.
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 to be
Even I would agree to that.
to be fair, there is one individual that I messaged earlier that Mayhem knows even more so than I do. That if they do respond,
Brilliant.
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
Yep. Whenever Tony tells you, I'm
Brilliant.
not gonna. Whenever Tony tells you, I'm not going to tell you. You hit the nail right on the fucking head.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And you can also hear him smiling when he speaks.
I'm really not smiling. I'm not. I'm really not.
He's too tired.
No, dead ass. I am not smiling. I will not tell you who I messaged because the person that I messaged, if they agree to it, even probably everybody in Mayhem's Discord will be stumped.
Are they in my Discord?
I don't know actually.
Say it when your mouth's not full.
Fuck, I feel like go fucking break your back again.
But I will leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. How about- Okay, so so we have 3 more players to get through with their combat. And then once we get through those 3, it's going to be just a bunch of NPCs fighting one another, and I'm not going to go through the whole scenario of that. I'm just going to role play that out. But
Really?
but
You're not gonna go through that?
no,
You're not gonna spend time going through 16 different NPCs, or what was it, 20 fucking bunny rabbits?
I really
That was 99 rabbits on the
I really
wall,
fucking
90
don't. I really fucking don't. All right. Speaking of Mayhem,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I just rolled for you.
Wait, I thought I was at Oshini.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we already rolled the pre-initiative
Yep,
before the
you
actual
were
fight
right.
initiative.
You were right.
The Prishiniv.
You're
Yeah,
right.
the Prishniv. That's
I've got
exactly
it.
what I
The
said.
pre-com of the fight.
Yeah,
I've
the
got-
pre-com.
I've got it here in my notes. You are right. Okay, so Overkill.
Yeah.
Overkill, you are next. So Zurin, you can. I'm going to allow you to have 2 options that the other did not get.
Ooh.
Option
Spicy.
one, you can roll to see who you fight, or option 2, you can fight Dublin. Dublin.
I told you if I did that, I'd kill you.
Who's Dublin?
Dublin's a little owl motherfucker on the back
Dublin
left.
is my buddy, and sure as
This
hell.
one.
Dublin's the one with the social anxiety that makes everybody else look like they're on Adderall.
Oh, Dublin's the one that looks like he should be a Japanese anime character, right?
Yeah, he's got the big
Dublin.
anime eyes.
Sorry, man.
Dublin is my Hedwig.
He makes everyone
okay?
look what?
He makes everybody look like they're on Adderall.
Which must mean that Crackhead next to me looks even worse. Next to
Yeah.
Dublin.
Yeah.
To be fair, if a camera adds £10, does that character even exist?
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, they weigh 1 pound.
All right, so I'm assuming you want to roll for it, Durin?
You're dang straight. I
Okay.
am not
He's
fighting
gonna-
Dublin.
He's
Okay,
gonna roll. He's
so-
gonna
Is
have to
that-
fight Dublin anyway.
1, 2.
Because that motherfucker could fit through the crack of a door. Not coming from me, I look like that.
Okay. Zurin, please roll me a 1d10. If you roll a 10, then that is Dublin, and I will allow you 1 reroll.
Generous.
All right, here we go. A
Rolls
4.
10 twice.
Oh, a 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
that this Gaston looking motherfucker right in the middle?
Zurin, if you would please make your way down to the center, on the right-hand side where I'm pinging, please.
That's a good
Can
one.
Zern do something before he goes down there?
You most certainly can.
Zern would like to ask Uncle Cracker if he can get a different weapon.
So wait, you're wanting a new weapon?
Yeah, I want to use something other than what I have.
Okay.
Something other than what I have, yeah.
I tell you what, this is a great time to be able to finally use.
You're killing me here.
I've been wanting to use this book for so fucking long.
Oh, shit. I gave Tony ideas. Fuck. We're dead.
It's not a bad idea. It's just the fact that this is a very, very, very useful book, and I have been wanting to use it for a while, and I am so glad that you said that you wanted a new weapon. So
I do want to ask something to you before we get into that real quick first.
Sure thing.
Based on the time era, are there firearms?
Yes.
Yes.
Which I'm not even joking. I'm pulling up the full list of all of the weapons that you have the potential of getting. They're not going to be magic weapons. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. You're not.
If it shoots bullets, I'll be fine.
You will for sure not get a magic weapon at level 1, but you have the potential to get a actual regular gun. Yes, but I have to find the list. I have a book called Merchants and Magic. It was a Kickstarter. It literally is a book about items and merchants, and there's an actual full campaign inside of this book that's based around a merchant.
AK-47s, yay.
Uh,
Say hello to my little friend.
oh, there it is. Okay.
Or I can go with a full Barrett 50 cal.
Nah, you're not getting a bar at 50 cal. Fuck that.
Have you got the cantrip Shocking Grasp?
Shocking.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
It's electrifying.
Because all you have to do is vibrate the blade using Shocking Grasp at about 10,000 kilohertz, and you have a vibroblade that will cut through atoms.
He is not gonna let that shit down.
No, I won't. But also, that is
Gotta
something that
change
me and
I've already
actually,
given
that's one
Eli
that me
an
and
idea.
yeah,
I already
he
gave
did.
Eli an idea.
He did.
Mayhem's just
And
going
Multiple
down the
invites.
grease
Shoot me in the
route
foot.
here.
Fuck do you say, Amy?
You went down the grease route when you went, it's electrifying.
Oh yeah, so I did.
You got
Okay.
shape up.
Zurin, please roll me a
D100.
no, that's
That many guns? Wow.
that's too large. Roll me
Guns. Lots of guns.
roll me a D roll me a
Keep it.
D4 roll me a D4 first to see what type of weapon you get. Do you get a martial, simple, ranged, quote unquote, or whatever, you know. So roll me a D4 to start off with.
Preparing for Easter early, Amy?
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you in chat.
Got a 4.
4? Okay, so you do get you do get a ranged weapon.
Yes.
So,
It's a short bow.
No.
I just realized what you said.
Amy. Gotcha. Now, when you punch someone in the face, I can know exactly who you are.
Exactly.
Or when the claws come out.
That's more like it.
all right. Okay,
Don't
so
test me.
you did roll for range. Now roll a D4 again to determine if it's a simple ranged or a martial ranged.
About 50 caliber range.
That's
1.
A 1 simple.
not 50 cal.
That's a
Yeah, it's not gonna be 50
that's a simple. Okay, now roll me a D6 to determine what simple weapon you get.
D6. Let me find my D. There it is.
Simple in this case, meaning like literally a wooden stick.
That's full.
A 4.
Yeah.
Wooden six hat simple.
So the first thing that he pulls out is a short bow.
I want to strangle him with it.
That's what you rolled for, is a short bow.
Golly
Push the
bum.
string together so it makes a loop, and then just
Presents mini noose.
mini dudes.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say this: if you don't want the bow, you can go over there and do an investigation check to see if you can find what you're looking for. But I will make the DC slightly high, just because of the fact that even though there are guns, quote unquote, in this era, it's not going to be like common. It's going to be more like uncommon to rare.
Okay, yeah, so you said the weapons cases were in the back wall near the door, right?
Yes, on either side, so left or the right. Left
All
side
right.
would be ranged, right side would be melee.
So left side as I'm looking at it,
Over
from my
here.
point of view on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Zern's gonna go way down there and look for something different.
All right, so roll an investigation check. I'm going to say the DC is going to. Give me a DC 16 to find.
Okay.
Give me a DC 16 to find a simple weapon that is a gun. Give me a DC 20 to find a martial weapon that is a gun.
All right. Well, I'm proficient in my investigations, so it's going to be a +4 on this roll.
Jesus.
He rolls a nat 1 and just gets a pimp ring. His only attack is bitch slap.
I know you said you were making the DC high, but fuck.
Yeah,
he made it high enough. I rolled a fucking 12.
12? Okay.
Yep.
You don't find any guns in the cabinet.
Flash of genius. Wrong character.
Wrong character.
I'm so glad I came back to that.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Speaking of pimp rings,
You do not find a gun in the cabinet. Like, you search all over trying to find one, and you cannot find one. But
Yep.
there are plenty of weapons for you to choose from.
Is there a Well, that's range. So okay. So if I can't find any, I already have a ranged weapon.
Could
So
go
I will
for-
have
Locker
something.
offers
I want to go for close combat melee, so I'll go over to the other side.
Okay, so
Locker will offer you his sickle to use.
Can I roll an
If you want.
investigation on this?
Yes, you can. If you don't want to take Locke's offer, then you can roll an investigation. And because you're not looking for something specific, the DC will be lowered quite a bit. So roll the investigation first, and then we'll go from there.
16.
Okay. So it's pretty simplistic in here. You see swords, you see knives, you see sickles, you see great swords. You see a variety of different weapons from both simple and martial weapons.
Is there a scythe?
Is there a scythe? Okay. Go ahead and roll. Hey, what? Roll me a pure luck check.
Your luck?
Pure luck. Yep.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna lay out the sickle and the big, what I believe you referenced it as, Tony, as giant chef's knife. I'm gonna put those on the floor in case he wants one of those.
I rolled a 9.
Rolled a 9.
Yep.
Okay, so the closest thing you find to one is a sickle.
Lord.
What window?
I'll get it. Crap. All right, I'll take the sickle.
Okay, so the damage for the sickle is going to be the same with Eli's. So Eli, I believe it's 1d4, correct?
Does he get my hit modifier or no?
No, he gets a different modifier.
Then yeah, it's just a 1d4 slashing damage.
Okay, so your modifier is based off of
Dexterity?
his would be based off of strength because he's not a rogue.
So mine would be a +1 then.
Yeah,
Because my
so
strength is +1.
it would be 1d4 plus 1 for the damage,
So
and then
what's the hit roll?
the-
1d20 plus what?
1d20. Are you proficient in simple weapons?
Simple. I
Wait.
think. Yeah.
Mark?
Weapons, martial weapons, and simple weapons.
Okay, so it would be 1d20 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So
Yeah.
it'll be +3.
And his damage would just be a 1d4, right?
It would be 1d4 plus the 1 because of his
Plus
strength
my
being
1,
because
yeah.
his strength is +1. So it'd be, the damage would
Wait.
be, yours is based
Is
off
that
of,
how it works?
yes, because you being a rogue, yours is based off of dex.
So my attack should be a +3 then, right?
If your attack is 1d20 plus, I think it'd be more.
My modifier for dexterity is a +3. But the damage doesn't say any pluses on it. That's why I was asking. So now I'm curious.
I'm wondering if it set you wrong.
Because
His attack modifier should be a 1d20 plus 3, but his damage is just whatever the
Yeah,
damage
that's what I
is for
was-
the weapon.
that's what I was gonna say.
Let me.
Because it did set my pluses to +2 for the hits instead of +3, but that is what it is. But
I'm gonna.
yeah, I've got no modifier in the actual damage. I'm curious because I don't know if mine's wrong or right. Yeah, that's interesting. Regardless, good to know.
Very interesting. It's stupid.
Yes, yes. I don't like all the look we showed.
Good job, dear.
Hide it.
Good job. Keep it going. That's what you get.
That's what you get.
My Dyson fan would choose some of the hottest time of year to start squealing. In
Okay, yeah, all right. So I was right. The way that you determine the modifier is you do a d20 plus your ability modifier, and your ability modifier is determined by your race and class and all that stuff. So you, like, for example, Locke being a rogue, his ability modifier is based off of dex. So it would be a d20 plus the ability modifier that you specialize in, so dex for Locke, plus your proficiency bonus, plus any other bonuses that you get past that. Okay.
So that would mean my hit is a +5 then.
So if your ability modifier is based off of dex, you add the dex plus the proficiency bonus, and then then I don't think you have any other bonuses to that yet. So
But that's for hit, right?
that's to hit.
Yeah. So what about the damage modifier then? Because you said there was a damage modifier.
The damage modifier is based off of your ability as well.
Because I need to change this if it's based
Yes,
off of
yeah.
because
Yeah, your weapon
thing-
it's your weapon damage die based plus your ability modifier plus any additional bonuses that you get. So
that means I get a +5 on the hit and a +5 on the damage.
no, because you're adding your proficiency bonus for the hit. You're not adding the proficiency bonus to the damage.
Okay, so it'd be a +5 on the hit and then a +3 on the damage.
Correct.
Okay, I did not know that. Because it's
I'm-
never added that.
Yeah,
Alright.
I knew that's how it worked, but I wanted to make
Mhm.
absolute sure that that was exactly the way that it was supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, it's your attack is based off of your ability modifier, and Zurin's is based off of strength, whereas yours is based off of dex. And
Thanks, yeah.
so the only exception to that is spellcasters. Spellcasters are
Mhm.
always based off of strength to hit with their weapon, because they're not going to be at melee range most of the time anyway. So that's why that their spell casting is based off of their actual ability, versus when you do your melee, it's based off of strength.
Right. Well, I've just changed it all on my sheet anyway to fit with what you've just said.
Yeah.
Because none of that was written down on mine. I'm glad you know that. So what's now?
All right, but yes, Zurin, you do find a sickle. Your attack is your 1d20 plus your ability modifier, which is strength for your character, plus your proficiency bonus. Then your damage is 1d4 plus your ability modifier, which is strength.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now that you have the sickle, you can go to the middle of the class, and I'll reveal who you fight. Okay. So after you go and get your weapon, you look and you see that the barbarian points to the knight-looking guy, the one that's in full fucking armor, and he comes down.
Is that the second in command guy, basically, of the bullies?
No,
Damn it.
this is a. But he comes down and he pulls out a greatsword, but he doesn't say a word. All right, so I need you to please.
I rolled 18 plus 2, which is 20. Dirty 20. Let's see here. 70 feet away from him. Dang it. Now, Tony, can I keep this weapon?
Yes,
Sweet.
yeah, you can keep it. Okie dokie. So he rolled a.
Baby.
And Durin, you're up.
All right. So, for the purposes of this one, I'm not going to use the sickle, but I am going to ready my heavy crossbow. And what you're going to see Zern do, why do I? Oh, here we go. Zern's going to kind of crouch down like in a sprinter position, fully extend his wings, and then he's going to take off straight forward his full 30 feet. And at the same time, he's going to go 30 feet into the air. Well, not 30, 25 feet in the air once he reached the 30-foot mark.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. I got to zoom in. Can't see the squares. There we go.
You went diagonal.
So you are currently 30 feet in the air, correct?
25. 25 feet in the air.
25? Okay. Alrighty. So he is going to gonna roll to see that. So he's gonna put his great sword back away and sheath it, and pull out a javelin,
Aha.
and he is then going to come over to. I think he can make it and still hit you. Okay. All right. So he is going to lunge his javelin up at you at an angle.
Tony, once he gets to that point, can I use my reaction?
You can. Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and react with my blood curse of the eyeless,
Okay.
since he's within 30 feet.
Yep. Good. It will let me. Computer's acting up today, and it's starting to piss me off.
Just let me know when you roll. Not you, McAfee. Go away.
That misses already. So he rolled a 5 plus his modifier, so it's definitely going to miss.
Sweet.
And he's going to he's going to attack one more time. That also missed. Okay. That is his turn. It's back over to you.
Alrighty. At the end of his turn, I'm gonna keep the blood curse of the eyeless on him.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to trade.
It stays on him, so you just.
No, it doesn't. It says here, apply this curse to all creatures' attacks until the end of its turn. So I had to notify you that I'm going to keep it on him at the end of each of his turns.
When a creature you actually. Amplify it.
It says you apply this curse to all the creature's attacks until the end of its turn. After you read the part where it says creatures immune to the blinding condition are immune to this curse.
Why does it?
I have no idea, but it's on my sheet.
Blood Curse of the Eyeless. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack, you can use your reaction to roll one Hemocraft die and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll. You can use this feature after the creature's roll, but before the DM determines what the attack hits or misses the curse. If it is a blinded condition, you apply this curse to all creatures' attack rolls until the end of the. Okay, there it is. And for some reason, it didn't show that on here. So okay. I just had to click on it and then extend it out to read the full fucking thing. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I know it's long. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it on him.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm gonna shoot him with my heavy crossbow.
Alrighty.
17 to hit.
That just hit.
Sweet. Where's my 1d10?
Yeah, he's got some heavy armor on, so his AC.
Well, he does look like he's right out of Dark Souls.
Right.
That'll be 4 damage, sir.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And I'm still maintaining 25 feet in the air.
Yep, we're good. All right. Going to try to lunge a javelin at you again. That misses. That was another 5. The second one probably will hit.
I'll roll for that. Subtract 3.
Subtract 3. Add. It's an 18 hit.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because he has +4 to hit, but then you
Mhm.
minus 3, so he only gets to add +1. So with a 17 on the die, he gets an 18 +1.
Okay.
All right. So that is going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And that is your turn. Or his
Still
turn.
maintaining. That is still maintaining the blood curse. Hmm. I'm dropping down to the ground. And I'm going to move within striking distance
Yep.
with my sickle.
Yep.
And I'm going to try that. See
All
what
right.
that does.
Good thing.
.22 hit.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be worried if it didn't.
Mm-hmm. 3 damage.
Yep.
I'm still maintaining that blood curse.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep. He is going to
Whis-
do what?
I was just going to say, just whisper into his ear, praise the sun, he'll raise his arms and it's a free slot.
He whispers in his
No.
ear. He whispers in his ear, "Blood for the blood god." But
God, praise the sun.
Love it.
He's gonna
You've been selected as tribute.
he's gonna use his turn to sheath his javelin back and pull out his greatsword, and that's his turn. Okay, here we go.
You've been selected as tribute.
Is it my go? Okay. All right. Maintaining the sickle out. Still maintaining the blood curse on him. That's 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And it's going to be 4 damage.
Looking fucked up.
Good.
Yep.
And that shall be my turn.
Cool. Going to swing his greatsword at you. Okay. You want to use your curse?
You're darn straight.
All right, go ahead and roll.
-2.
15 hit.
Uh-huh.
Does the bear shit in the woods?
Nope.
If a bear shits in the woods and no one's around to hear it, did the tree really fall?
That's
It
7.
fell on the silent turd.
That's 7 points of slashing damage.
Huh?
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Well-
had you stayed up, you would have took less damage. Just to be fair, because his javelin does less damage.
Yeah, I know. So on that note,
He missed on his first attack, by the way. So it's your turn.
Zern's going back 30 feet in the air this time, maintaining the blood curse on him.
Yep.
And he's going to use his crossbow, but he's going to have to ready another shot.
Okay.
So that's going to be his turn.
Gotcha. So you can see that he's like getting annoyed now. Like he's getting irritated. He's not saying anything, but he's getting irritated. So he puts his greatsword back into its sheath, pulls out his javelin, and that's their turn.
You're darn straight. Heavy crossbow time, and I'm maintaining the blood curse.
Okay.
Oh, I bet that misses. That's 9. Yep.
Yeah, that misses.
Yep, that misses.
All right. So back to my turn. Do you want to roll?
You're darn straight.
Okay.
-4.
Okay. That it won't hit then. That's a nat 20.
Yes.
It's not going to be as bad as you think.
No, I'm at 1, Tony.
You're at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you take 2 points of damage because he rolled double ones on his 2.
Yeah, Zern's gone.
All right. So you're not dead. You're just down.
I failed class.
You failed the class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, you failed the class for the day. All right. So you see that he pulls out a potion and pours it into your mouth, and he's going to give you back 6 points of health back.
Woohoo.
And he kind of claps you on your shoulder and helps you up, but he doesn't say a word.
Mm.
But then he starts walking back towards where everybody else is at. Very silent but stern type.
Mm. Well, Zern's gonna very silently disappear off in a corner.
Okay. So we've got Ilya and Allura next. So which one of the two of you was next in the initiative? I think.
I don't know if this is working, but it is on my screen.
Huh?
I don't know if like this is working, but it is on mine.
What's working?
I don't know where, like in the 4 cameras, I don't know where Mayhem is relative to mine, but this is working on my screen.
On my side, I'm above you, bitch.
For
On
me,
so
for me, Mayhem's here, Overkill's here, and you're that way.
so
Yeah,
to,
yeah, Tony's
Yeah,
that
like-
way.
Right
So-
here.
so
Right,
to
but
be
you
Mayhem's
Mayhem.
over here.
Yeah.
Eli's over there.
Eli.
okay. Maybe I should extend the video call then because you're all in the same spot for me.
Same
Mhm.
spot.
What?
God damn
All
it.
overlapping, huh?
Amy, get out of my Amy, get out of my asshole.
Yeah, you're literally all overlapping on my.
Hey,
screen.
baby.
Anyway,
God.
or I fucking have an aneurysm.
There's the first time that I've ever regretted spending 130 pound on a pair of studio headphones. God damn.
All right,
You're welcome.
I tell you what, Allura and Ilya
Hey, darling.
roll a luck check. Whoever wins gets to use word when they go.
17, baby doll.
Allura,
I'm feeling lucky today.
8.
8. Okay.
Damn right.
Alright, well,
Ilya,
if you're
do you
feeling
want,
lucky, Mayhem, get a shit pot.
Ilya, do you want to go next or do you want to go last?
Mm,
I know what he's thinking.
no, you don't. I'm weighing up the options. Fuck it. Let's go now.
Go now. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, motherfucker. What's my per? My per. Oh, it's my perception roll was a 12, sir.
Cool. Gonna hear it.
Uh-oh.
Silent
gonna-
fart.
All you hear in the distance is, "Hey, Chewie!" Oh.
Punch it, Chewie. Can we just talk about how fucking? Can we just talk about how Star Wars is actually a tragedy and Chewie is the real victim here because he watched everyone he ever loved die around him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but at least one of his species got a unique lightsaber just for them. It's orange.
Okay.
He's still
Oh god,
scarred
no!
for
Let's,
life.
let's not go down this rabbit hole.
Elia, you ready?
I don't know, DM. Am I ready?
Oh, I wanted to wait until y'all's conversation was done. So,
Oh.
Elia, you can see that the professor looks to you and points to you to tell you that you're next, but you watch as he's pointing to you, everybody freezes,
Huh?
and you hear
Somebody firing a trumpet?
Who's trying to start up the Volkswagen?
Fucking hell!
You're gonna crank it harder, you know?
but you
Wow.
but you hear that, and only you hear that.
Fuck.
Can I mention something real quick?
Yep.
As soon as time froze, it froze with Zern in the corner crying his eyes out.
You went full emo, like 2000s emo, like you just went
Oh
I've,
that.
god.
all mayhem, not Ilya, but all mayhem can hear now is Godsmack's crying like a bitch.
You crap like a bitch!
You bitch!
Oh man.
But Ilya, you do hear that. Only you hear it though.
Brings a new meaning to cut my life into pieces.
Wrong song,
my
Eli.
life is
I know it isn't. I know it's not to do with that
Oh,
song, but it's the fact that he got cut up and now he's crying.
Don't
Alright,
give a
Ah.
fuck if I cut my arm bleeding.
let's fuck around and find out where's the sound coming from, DM?
You are not sure.
We're all frozen.
You're not sure.
Well, let it go.
Can I at least figure out whether or not it's coming from the fucking barbarian guy?
He's literally like frozen in place at the moment.
He's frozen pointing. Everyone's frozen except you.
Yeah, also got us all.
I'm just gonna play statue and just pretend I didn't hear it.
Okay.
I
So
can't see him. He can't see me.
do you walk down to get ready to fight?
Nope.
I'm
Nope.
gonna stay right here.
Okay.
I am a statue.
I have become
I am.
I have become proficient in the art of standing so perfectly still. I
Elia,
have become invisible to the eye.
Elia,
I'm hidden.
what's your passive perception?
Brr.
He's
10.
using that.
You said 10?
10.
Okay, would you like to roll to see if you can roll to for a perception check?
Yes.
He said that with such enthusiasm. 10.
16.
16? Okay, you're not gonna see them.
What?
Them.
You blind.
That-
Them? There's multiple?
Oh god.
Motherfucker said them.
You get pushed off the stage. Land roughly
Spectral
about,
kick.
you land roughly about there.
It was a
Face
tweaker. He was standing behind her.
You land about there face first. You're gonna take 3 points of fall
Yeah, you-
damage.
Fuck
Right, get
off.
ghost punch. Just
And
get ghost punch.
you turn around and you see the little creepy like stoner dude.
I
Little
knew it.
crackhead.
I fucking
You see-
knew it. It was
you-
the tweaker.
You see the tweaker, but it's not he's not human.
Don't you need like a crit roll to see him? So it's because he's so thin.
Oh god.
But
He's
you see him kick you, but you see something extremely odd. You see where he looks like he's splitting. Like it's almost like that there's something's trying to get out of his body. Like he's like
Oh, the
Resident
drugs.
Evil?
but it looks like that
Alice.
something like very creepy, very evil, very nasty is trying to like get out of his body, but it keeps like getting reattached back into the body. So it's almost like the crackhead is
You ever
like
seen God of? If you've seen God of High School, the parasite guy. That's what it sounds like.
it's kind of like that, except that like it looks like to your vision that the crackhead guy is like whatever's inside of him right now he's trying to push it out, but he can't, and it latches back to him, and he's just
It needs-
like that you can
It needs
see
more fiber.
but he's screaming, and his scream sounds like
Well,
Wait,
that's the
no, no,
sound that's
That
gonna
was
haunt me.
uncomfortable. Fucking hell.
He thought
That's
he was shooting up the good stuff, but it was the T virus.
that sound's gonna haunt me in my sleep tonight.
and, and roll initiative.
You know,
The guy
there-
just needs to eat
you
more
know,
fiber all the time.
you know, there comes a time after you've been playing D&D with the same DM for nearly 3 years now that the words "I hate you"
3 years too
Lose
long.
their meaning.
start to lose the joking layer of them, and
Yeah.
taking 3 points of damage before combat just feels like a kick in the cunt.
Especially at level 1.
You're right.
On the other hand, that's a fucking 21 for initiative, Tony.
Ilya pissed. Ilya presents news.
I mean,
No, you
it'd
can't
be-
have it. It's mine.
I was about to say it'd be
You're
great if
frozen.
Locke actually gave me the fucking thing.
I was gonna say, I'll let you use my sickle.
All
I
right.
might
Then
even
he's
let you use
frozen.
the dagger.
Ilya
might even
slowly
let you use the
walks over to
dagger.
Locke's frozen body and takes the noose.
You can
Yeah,
try. You can try.
you're
Uh,
frozen. You couldn't stop me even if you wanted
Nice.
to.
Listen, hold on. Jojo, I'm gonna use time stop.
Ilya, it's your turn. You go first on the initiative.
Right, where is this little fucking crack fiend then?
He's standing next
Still
to
up on stage.
He's standing next to Altair, and Altair is also frozen. Everybody's frozen at the moment.
Alright, spin round. I'm gonna fucking hit him with a firebolt.
Okay. Go for it.
22 to hit.
That hits, yeah, believe it or not.
I'd fucking hope that would hit. 8 points of fire damage.
Said 8.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ilya's
Virus is flammable.
pissed.
All right.
That is my. Wait, why is it not? Huh? Okay, that's
Oh, we
my
were-
action. Movement is going to be. There's no grid on this fucking map, and that's a bit of a fucking kick in the balls as well.
No,
Can't
there
just
there
tune
is.
in to see it.
There is. It's just really. It's thin. It's about as thin as the crackhead. That's all.
You had to
Okay.
really zoom in to see it. That's what I had to do.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna move over here.
Hang on a minute, overkill. Yeah, so do I.
Also, if you can see the chat, that is exactly what would happen if you tried to steal Locke's noose right now. It's a word.
All right. So you move
All right.
down. You move down there.
Yep.
And that's your turn. All right. Cool.
Hmm.
So he's
I
going.
like how Tony introduced the time stopping after we've already been dealing with timey-wimey stuff.
Actually, hold on, DM.
Yep.
Do you count a reaction as an additional part of the action economy?
No, I'm not going to do that if you're not.
I did it.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that like I'm allowing you to hold a reaction. If you have spells that cast as a reaction, you can.
No, I don't. But I'm wanting to hold a specific reaction.
Okay, yeah, then I'm going to allow that. Is what I'm saying.
Excellent. I like to hold a reaction for the dodge action.
Okay. I gotta remake.
Good.
Gonna move.
Nice.
I mean,
Gonna move
Nothing
there.
successful.
Gonna move there, and it sounds. It doesn't sound like words, but you hear like a gurgling sound coming from his throat, like.
Can't. Oh, God.
by any chance did you hear a crunch? By any
And
chance, was there crunch when he took a step?
no, and I need Ilya to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh yay!
I think the translation of what he was trying to say was, "Are you the key master?"
What?
16.
Okay, you pass. So you see these black roots with this like black gunk on it suddenly appear out of the floor and try to entangle you, but you're able to get out of the vines. You kind of like push your way through essentially.
Interesting.
But you do see these it's almost like a mix between like vines and tentacles, but they're black and it's got
It's
these
the
like
fucking egregore!
it's got like black
Egregore, yeah.
goop
Yeah.
coming off the sides.
I thought of something completely different. I'm not even gonna voice it.
It kind of
Please don't.
it kind of looks like the same shit that Venom's made out of. That is
Oh
dripping
god.
Oh, symbiote goo. Ugh.
like a symbiote kind of thing. Yeah.
You
Alright.
avoided a hentai.
Oh my god.
Yep.
All right.
Remember,
Mm.
Outriders
That's an image
mayhem?
I did. That's an image I did not need in my head.
Elliot, it's your turn.
Same again, Firebolt.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
This guy's level 1. He should go down this hit, depending on how hard I hit him.
Nope.
It's 5 points of fire damage.
He's still looking healthy
How's he? He's level 1!
because
Oh,
he
maybe
Almost
the
like
maybe
editing.
the,
So, to explain that, if you
13 fucking fire damage I did to his ass.
yeah, and Zurin did what almost 25 to the night guy and still didn't take him down.
The knight had armor. This guy's just a crackhead.
Well, from what you know, like to be fair, you can kind of assume that with the shit that's going on right now, that if you were just fighting the crackhead, you probably would have downed him off the first hit. But with this weird,
He's got this fucking little fucking symbiote leeching his fucking. Oh god. Okay.
It's like that video of the crackhead riding a bike with a fridge on it.
Oh.
something really weird is happening, and this guy is stronger than you thought he was for some reason. You don't know why.
Oh.
Oh man.
Anyway, but he's still looking good. All right.
Movement is gonna be. Yeah. Alright. Movement's gonna be to there.
Okay. Turn. He has to roll to see if he gets his ability back. He does not, so he is going to instead.
I don't think he quite looks like that, Eli.
Nah, he doesn't. There's no way in fucking the nine fucking realms that he fucking looks like that.
Crackhead strength, dude. No thing
Wait, 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 wait,
altogether.
wait, 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 wait. I know who he looks like.
Okay.
It's not what I was looking for, but I found it and it fits.
So
Good image of
this attack is the one that deals damage, and it's a 10-foot reach. So he's going to roll to see if he hits you. How does a 16 sound?
Oh gee, I don't know. Against a level 1 wizard, Tony? Play the fucking cards.
Sounds like harder, Daddy.
The deck of mini pin cards? Tony, is yours? It's just my screen
No,
or
no,
is
no, no, no,
Tony's?
no. No, if you'd let like crackhead guy last to the entire end of the thing, he'd have just ended up looking like this.
Oh my
So
god. That hits, yes.
so Ilya, you're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you
Oh
to
my god.
and I need you
So
to
he is a
roll.
hunter.
I need you to roll another strength saving throw.
So that means I get his DMT, right?
That is a 18.
Two.
That passes. So nothing else happens. You just take the 3 points of damage.
Okay.
You take his DMT and proceed to shit on everyone in the crucible.
Uh,
I mean, we're in the crucible right now.
Ilya, it's your turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm limited to cantrips, apparently, and the only cantrip I've got.
Pause. Everybody's frozen.
Uh-huh.
You don't.
Oh.
Mayhem, this is a rare occasion. Tony told you something that he didn't have to. Take it.
I did not have to tell you that at all, but I'm telling you that to be nice.
Whoa. Free action insight check.
Okay.
Insight check to see if I put this guy down to 0 whilst the teacher is frozen. Technically, we're unsupervised. Am I in trouble?
Okay.
Sir, insight is a +2, so that's an 18.
You feel like that this is some form of magic fuckery, and that you're in a situation to where that anything goes.
Oh, oh shit.
Okay.
Anything go.
It doesn't really help me, but okay.
That's what
That's
what you get with an 18.
Okay. Firebolt this
19, but
motherfucker.
yeah.
Burr. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Anything goes. Good musical.
That is going to be another. Oh, fuck, that's cocked. Another 8 points of fire damage.
All right, he's looking really fucked up, but he's still up.
I'm going to hold my reaction,
Okay.
and my movement is going to be to come up here.
Okay. Cool.
He's looking charbroiled.
All right.
That's it.
Whoa. How much speed does Ilya have?
Delicious vines.
Unless I measured that wrong, that should be 30.
Okay, so
From there to there is 25.
25, yeah. Okay.
he does get his ability back on that roll.
Okay.
So he is going to move 15 towards you, because that's just enough to reach you. Roll me another strength saving throw, please.
There was a blast of wind and he jumped.
Jesus Christ, I zoomed in on his token.
It's,
I do not like the
15.
look of his eyes.
15. You do pass, so nothing happens. Over to you.
Oh
You-
yeah,
but
he
you-
is.
But you see
Tweaked up
you basically see the same tentacles come out of the ground, the
Yeah.
vine tentacle things. You see them come out of the ground and try to grapple you again, and you're just knocking them off.
Ilya's gonna.
Remember Outriders?
Right Riders?
Outriders.
Oh, Outriders. What about it?
Tentacle guy at the end.
You not make those noises, please.
Is Crackhead his son?
Probably 1 cubic
Probably.
mile.
Okay. Free action. Ilya's gonna look at Crackhead and just go, burning your ass to the ground is not how I thought my second day of high school was gonna go. Yeah, thanks. No, I'm definitely not gonna get any sleep tonight.
Yeah, you might want to use some WD-40 on that. It'll help.
It's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
I'm gonna get this
Okay.
guy a lozenge.
I can't.
9 fire damage.
He is
Off medicine or something.
He is on death's door.
Still holding my reaction.
Ricola.
He is going to roll to see if he can get back. He does. Roll me another strength saving throw, please.
On Mayhem's next attack, in the words of that guy from that one show, it will kill.
It will
15.
That passes, so nothing happens. But you see the vines come out again and they try to grapple you.
Okay.
It's your go.
Yeah, you're on about Forged in Fire, aren't you?
Forged in Fire. Yeah.
Good show.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Come on, Mayhem Charbroil him.
Oh,
You know, you could
I'm gonna.
Cook him for dinner.
just blow. You can just blow towards him, and he'll probably fall over. Yeah.
uh,
Throw some acid tabs, like, right here.
Distract him.
Get it!
For a bag of crack to one
Okay,
side of the room, he'll be
okay.
gone.
can I technically do 2 very minor things using my free action?
Okay.
Insight check to see if I can tell whether or not all of my classmates and the teacher can still technically hear me.
Okay.
That's a 12.
You can. You don't rightly know. It's just very weird that they're frozen and they're not moving at all. They haven't reacted to any of this going on, and you're just in a really weird situation, and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
All right, but I'm gonna glance over at the teacher, and I'm just gonna say, "Forgive me, Professor, but it's gonna happen." And I'm gonna firebolt his ass again. Dirty 20 to hit.
All right, yeah, he's down. All right,
How many hit points was he at?
1.
Okay.
You were taking him down no matter what.
I'll
Doesn't
take.
matter.
Yeah, I'll take it. Because I was gonna say if he's at more than 1, you never know.
Yeah, he's at 1. All right, so you watch as he collapses to his knees, and all you see is this like black figure take his, like, you see hands coming out of his mouth, and they're black. They come out of his mouth, they're stretching out, his mouth is extending, his head is going back. It looks like his mouth is just stretching, and something is coming out of his body, and it's reaching and reaching. It finally comes out, and it looks to be like this, like, specter, almost like a spirit of some sort, but it comes out of his mouth, and then in that same black smoke that you guys saw before in the biblioplex, he woof goes up into the ceiling and turns into that black smoke, and then as that happens, you get like a whiplash effect,
so they can hear you.
and all you see is he's lying on the ground, passed out. He's not dead, he's just passed out. The teacher finally moves, and the students all move. The teacher is confused and looks behind, like, oh, well, it seems like you already did the fighting without me.
Yeah, sorry about that, Professor. Listen, you may want to get. Sorry, DM, remind me. The crackhead's body's still there, right?
Yeah, he's just unconscious.
Right.
It looks like
Okay.
that he's just passed out.
I'm gonna skirt my way back to the stage, not going up onto it. I'm just sort of like I'm getting right up against it so that the back of my legs feel that it's there. And I just look at the professor and I say, you might want to get him to a secure location and have someone examine this kid's body, because nothing of what has happened over the last 2 days is normal. And there's something going on.
Well, I gotta take these other hooligans back into the nursery anyway at some point, so why the fuck not? And then he goes over and picks them up and throws them on his shoulders and brings them back over here and sets them with the other two. Or,
Hey, Professor,
yeah.
make sure that regardless of who this kid is, make sure that he's not like. Don't let him be expelled for this. I don't think any of this was inherently his fault.
I don't know.
Why the fuck would I expel him for losing and failing the class
No.
today?
No, Professor.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
He's
Roll an insight check.
17.
He has no fucking idea as to what you're talking about. He is clueless. Like he has
Professor. Professor.
he has no recollection of what just happened.
Professor, listen to me. The second you told me it was my turn for combat, something within this kid froze you and everyone else in this room. The only ones that could move were me and him. That's it.
He goes over back to the kid. He checks his pulse, sees that he's still got a pulse. He opens his eyelids and sees that his eyes are normal, and he takes out something out of his pocket, waves it over the kid, and you hear a ding, and then that's all you hear, and he looks at it. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. The kid's unconscious, so but I'll just to put you at ease, because you look like you're about to pass out. I'll look into it a little bit more, but all we know is that you came down the steps with this guy, the one that looks like he's on crack all the time.
Yeah, sure. Let's say I came down those steps. I didn't take an involuntary flying lesson.
But Krack,
All we saw was you and him walk down these steps, get into this area, and fight. That's it. And you won. Fair and square. Allura, and everybody else that's here that can actually see everything, that's exactly what you saw verbatim. You visually saw Ilya walk down the steps, past the teacher, go to her spot, watch the other kid go to his spot. They fought, and all you saw, you didn't see like the black vines and the goo and stuff. You just saw what looked to be like in your visual image of this kid casting like druid spells. It seemed like nature spells. And Ilya was casting firebolt the entire time. That's all you saw.
Can I make a roll? Something?
Sure.
I would like to roll an insight check on what Ilya has said.
Okay.
Ooh. I got a 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6. 14 total.
14. So you can kind of tell that Ilya's spooked. Like, she's like freaking the fuck out. You don't know why, but you can tell that something that happened.
Like, I was going to say, I'm trying to see if I believe her story more than anything with that insight check.
With everything that's been going on, it sounds very believable, but you're not like 100% sure because you didn't see it this time. You didn't visually see what happened. Whereas the other occasions, you saw what happened. You were there.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to see past a Goliath anyway.
That's also true, but you in the other occasions, you were physically there to see the events occur. Whereas in this case, you were there, but you didn't see what happened. It was like your vision was being blocked off by something.
So I'm aware that my vision was being blocked off by something. Or at least I believe so.
You just said that. You believe that something happened to Ilya and that it could be connected to all the shit that's going down, but you physically did not see what happened. That is what you know.
I would like to give Ilya a playing card as reassurance.
Okay. Roll. You've already rolled. Oh, you can do custom
I
rolls.
can-
You can do custom rolls in here. Do in the chat roll a custom roll of a D18.
How do I do a custom roll?
It should be where when you click on the little dice icon on the left-hand side, there should be a. I know there's a way to do it.
Yeah, I know there is. I've seen Miles do it. I just don't know what the
Okay.
way is.
So when you hover over that D20 on the left-hand side, it says Advanced Dice Roller,
Yep, I've clicked on that already.
and I think that's how you do it.
I only see D4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, and 100 on there.
Yeah, it's not letting us edit it.
I need to figure out how to do that. I know there's a way to do it. I just don't. I know it has to do with that dice button, but I can't rightly figure out how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fate die. What you just rolled there.
Yeah, I started clicking buttons in there to see if any of them popped up an option.
Yeah, that was a fate die. So that's another fate die.
Yeah.
So roll a d20.
And
if
just
you
take out 19 and 20.
take out if you roll a 19 or 20, just take those out.
Okay. 13.
You give Ilya the ace of spades.
Mm. Okay, Cade.
So you hand Ilya the card, the ace of spades. So go ahead and mark that out off your character sheet, giving that one away.
I'm doing. Ilya, do you respond to me giving you ace of spades in any way?
A
Ilya,
polite thank you and a smile.
Okay. And I will walk back to where I was.
all right. And Ilya, if you want to walk back up to the stage, you can. You can stay there if you want. That's up to you. But the teacher basically literally has no idea as to what you're talking about. He suspects something, but it's one of those things that, like, because he didn't see it, he doesn't know. He's not magical in any way, so he can't just go and say, "Oh, well, yeah, it did happen," you know. So he
Magically appeared, Charlie. It's so magically appeared.
So Ilya's done. The crackhead is down, and now we're
Red.
over to Allura.
And Zern's still crying
Hi.
in the corner.
Hi, it's your
Hi.
turn to fight now.
Oh hell, let's go.
Oh,
And you
boy.
can't fight Ilya because she's having a panic attack.
What do you mean? Now's the perfect time to do it. No, I'm
Present.
not. No. I can't. Do I have the option to
actually,
roll for who I fight, or?
Yes, actually, there is one other thing I just now noticed. Ilya, do you stand next to Allura? Ilya, do you stand next to Allura?
Nope. Standing next to Dublin.
Okay. All right. Cool. Roll to see who you'll fight.
And I'll okay. Out of what?
Roll a D. Roll a D8. Roll an 8 or a 7. Reroll.
Okay.
Oh no, you're gonna have to fuck Dublin.
I'm not.
Oh, she's
even,
fighting me.
I'm not even kidding. Amy just rolled Dublin. I'm not even kidding. You just rolled Dublin. Okay.
You're about to make an enemy out of Overkill, right?
All right. So you
reroll.
No, you didn't. No, you're not giving. Don't give her the option.
The roll was
I
made.
don't want to make any enemies out of fighting Dublin.
Well, you don't know who Dublin is to begin with. You just know that he sat next to Zurin. But you see, as you walk to the steps. Dublin looks up at you and holds out his wing and goes, "Hope you have a good fight."
You
Kid's
too.
gonna get
You seem like a
fucking
nice
slapped.
guy.
This kid's gonna get his ass clapped.
Keep in
And,
mind. Keep in
can Zern
mind,
do
while
something real
he's
quick?
doing this, he has those big puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, he does have. He has spectacles on too. He has like these large squared spectacles.
Oh god.
Can
He,
Zern do something real quick?
yeah, you can.
Zern's gonna notice what's going on. His wings are immediately gonna flop open, and he's gonna zoom right here.
Okay.
I
And
haven't even
And
had a
he's
chance to
gonna lean
respond yet.
down, and he's gonna lean down to Dublin and just be like, "Whatever you do, just be careful."
it'll be all right. I think it'll be a fun fight. So you,
Is this my opportunity to respond now?
yeah, you
Or
can,
am I
yeah,
gonna-
yeah, you can respond.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna. Is his outstretched wing like a handshake opportunity
It's like,
kind of thing?
yeah, it's like a handshake.
Okay, so I'm going to accept the handshake and say, yeah, look, whatever happens today, don't take it personal. You seem like a good guy. I don't want to make any enemies.
He looks up at you and says, "I'm too shy to make enemies."
Upon hearing what Amy says, he's gonna straighten up, look at Amy, and give that devil smile.
You see Dublin.
Don't tell him that's threatening or if it's like knowing.
You see Dublin walk down to the other side.
Am I here or here?
Put yourself right about there.
Right there. Okay.
Okay.
That'll do.
I'm gonna go ahead and say roll for initiative.
That's fine. D20. 12.
Add your initiative.
Yeah, add your initiative.
Oh, yeah. That would be
Initiative stacks to your
14.
armor class. Yeah.
So what did you roll?
14.
14?
Counting the
14.
Dublin goes first.
Maybe he won't get his ass clapped after all.
So you see Dublin start to grow.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Dublin
There's
goes.
a big birdie.
Fuck.
Big birdie.
Dublin goes, "I'm going all out on this one," and then you see him bulk out.
What the fuck?
Such a chunky bird.
He's like,
Jacked up.
he
This
looks
bird
at,
is the word.
he goes and pulls a great axe out of his back, and he sets it on fire. He
Can
looks
Zern
at,
react to that real quick?
yeah.
Upon seeing that, Zern's gonna yell across the arena. Go easy!
He looks back to Zurin and waves, and he looks back to Allura and says, I'm going to take it easy on you."
I'm just gonna shoot Zurin a look and overkill. I need you to look for this. I'm just gonna shoot Zurin this look of just like
So
it's fucking
Dublin
like,
is
seething look.
Dublin is probably one of my favorite homebrew NPCs that I created. He is a wild magic barbarian.
Oh my god!
That's why he's my buddy.
So he has magic. He can do magic while in a rage, but it's all chaotic. And he with his level up that he got by teaming up with Zurin, he now unlocks the wild magic table. So some stupid shit's about to fucking happen.
No, why? Okay, right, okay.
I am so fucking happy that the DM forgot that last session I said I wanted to fight Dublin.
No, you put him onto me instead.
But
fun, Amy.
Zurin is the only
Listen.
one. Zurin is the only one who knew that this was a thing. but you see as
Tony?
this tiny little cute little owl creature, like he's barely 2 feet tall, bulks out, and goes like the size of fucking Drav. Like, he is
It becomes a
massive.
bear owl.
He becomes like a owl bear
Size of
size.
Drav? What the fuck?
Like, he is massive. He's fucking huge. But he still
Hey,
has that,
Tony.
like, wide-eyed, cute demeanor. And
I'm
he-
so glad that you forgot I wanted to fight him.
I'm gonna use this as an excuse to never get in a fight with Dublin. We're both birds. We're both birds.
You don't puff out like
Birdie's
Dublin
gotta
does.
stick around.
You damn right I don't, but birds stick together. Birds of a flock.
So,
Oh my god, my chest hurts.
Have
Well,
fun, Amy.
Mm.
That's why I gave you the
It was
smile.
it was at this moment she realized she
She
fucked
really
up.
fucked up.
Birds of a flock.
After
Oh,
shooting
right,
Zur in
yeah.
the glare, I'm just gonna be kind of looking up at him, just kind of like, what?
but,
Oh my god.
he is going to make a dash action over to you, and that is going to be his first turn. So let's see, 5. Right. That is going to be his turn, but you just watch as this fucking huge owl just runs and charges full sprint with a fucking great axe on fire in his fucking hands. And he's still got those giant
Oh.
square spectacles on, too.
Of course he does.
Oh,
Of course he
damn.
does. Okay,
know those-
so
Do you know those foam fingers?
Yeah.
And he's waving it wildly.
I'd like to go stand next to Zurin.
Like,
I'd like to stand next to Zurin and chill with Zurin.
Hey,
Zurin's doing,
DM?
I'm on that side.
yeah, sure. What?
From the floor of the stage to the stone floor of the actual arena, how high up is the stage?
Give or take about.
that looks like 3 feet to me. based
About
on the
3 or
number of
4
steps.
feet.
Yeah, 3
Yeah,
or 4 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ilya's gonna go and sit down with her feet dangling over the fucking.
Oh my god.
She's going to lean forward, resting her elbows on her thighs, and she's just gonna watch intently.
Fuck.
Like
Zern's going cheerleader wild.
now she's got the crackhead energy, and she's staring wide-eyed and just like Ilya's just staring, just like,
So
oh shit's about to go down.
I want everybody to know that while Billy Nilly has a place in my heart, Dublin is like
Dublin was his greatest creation.
Dublin is like right up there with another one of my greatest creations, and
Especially if he
tell
was
you
just
what,
a
I
tell you
love
what,
Dublin.
creation.
I love Dublin.
I tell you what, Tony. The next time I kill Zaris, you can bring fucking Dublin into the
Like-
Duckies and Dargans.
I ought seriously, had I thought about this character before I come up with the fairy barbarian idea, I probably would have done exactly that. But I do want to play the fairy barbarian at some point, because the fairy barbarian is also a wild a Path of the Wild magic barbarian. But there's some other stuff that I want to do with him specifically that I can't do with Dublin, because Dublin has a different personality than Damien has.
When Tony created Dublin for session 1.5, I was giving him so much props that night when we finished the episode.
Like, Dublin is, as a role-playing character, he is one of my favorites, just because of the fact that, like, when I came up with the idea of this tiny little child that stutters and is very shy and doesn't make a whole lot of friends, but he's a fucking barbarian and he will kick some fucking ass, it was great.
Alright.
If you don't know, that's his releasing inner fire ability.
It is called Inner Fire. Inner fire is literally where he goes into a rage, but he's not angry. He's more like passionate, like he's excited, and because of that, he's allowed to access this magic that other people don't actually normally have access to. Barbarians are not supposed to have magic, but he does because of him being special. So, but it is Allura's turn. So, Allura, if you would please take your turn.
Right. I have the ability to drop into stealth, don't I, as a rogue?
Yes, technically you do. Yes.
Right. I want to do that.
Okay.
Start
Keep
with.
in mind, it'll be the same as what happened with me when I did it, though. Were you there for that?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
he
bear
was.
turning into a rock.
The boulder
Yeah.
in the middle of the arena.
Yeah,
Okay,
because you're in the
so-
middle of the arena.
Yeah. So,
Am I rolling for stealth? Yeah.
yeah, you can roll for stealth. Just note, just like Locke's
Just like
character,
Eli, there's.
it's gonna be
yeah.
it's gonna be difficult, but it's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
19
Hey,
with a dex bonus of 2. That's a 21.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you were very successful at going into stealth, and it's mostly due to the fact that he's so large that he just is like overlooking you, essentially.
hold up. Amy, did you use a dex modifier or your stealth there?
Stealth says dex here, yeah?
Yes, but
You might have proficiency with the stealth. So
yeah.
look under your skills for the skill stealth and see what the modifier is there.
Oh, there's nothing next to that. So is there just a straight 19?
Okay.
No, there should be, because if you're anything similar to mine, mine's a +7.
Yeah.
It's not
on stealth.
ticked, and it's not ticked, and there's no number next to it.
So there
It just says stealth and then dex in brackets. So I'm assuming.
Oh, that's
I'm assuming I'm just adding the plus that's under my dex on the left,
Yeah, so if there was
which would make that a 21.
if there was a black
Ish.
dot next to the stealth, that would mean that you can add your proficiency. But if there's not a black dot there, then all it is you just add your stealth, your dexterity modifier.
Which I've done, yeah, which makes
Yeah,
it a 21. Yeah.
Exactly.
okay. I was just checking because I
There's no,
thought that
there's no proficiency on stealth for me.
right. I was gonna say I was just checking because you said that you didn't have any number there. That's why I was like,
No, there's no
That's-
black dot, there's no number, so I haven't got proficiency on stealth. But
Yeah.
I've
do you
added
have
the,
do you have
added the
numbers
plus
on
2 that's
any
under.
of them in there?
Yeah, acrobatics, history, insight, perception, performance, persuasion.
Okay, so
Okay, yeah, that's
at some point, Amy, what I'll probably do is I would like for you to sit down with me and let's look over your character sheet a little bit more.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this is what Shinny made for me. you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
yeah.
Before I knew anything.
yeah. It's not a problem, not a problem at all. I'll sit down with you one day and we'll kind of go over it and I'll kind of explain it a little bit better.
It may be beneficial at some point for me to rebuild the character as it
Ye-
stands is, but
I-
rebuild it on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond, so I've got something better to go off.
Yeah, I can.
Hey,
I'll definitely help you with that. That's
I'll
yeah,
send you what mine is so you see what it typically looks like. You know.
But you still are very successful at stealthing because of your size and Dublin's size primarily. It's the fact that because of you being smaller than he is now, you're just able to kind of maneuver in very very dexterous ways to kind of avoid his gaze. So you're very fluent, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that is your free action. You used your stealth for that. You still have your action, you still have your bonus action, you still have movement, and you still have a reaction.
Gotta look at this grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna use my movement and go up to here.
Okay.
That's the full movement, and then I'd like to hold a reaction.
Okay, fantastic. Dublin is gonna go, and he's gonna roll a perception check to see. Yes,
Close.
he does not. So
Okay.
you see where he's kind of doing that thing where he's like looking around, trying to find you, but can't. He goes, "You must be a rogue." And then he is going to do. I want him.
Chadlin. I'm
that
naming him
yours?
Chad from now on.
Chadlin.
Chadlin. That is my nickname for this guy, Chadlin.
That's my head wig.
Adlin.
W-
All right.
When he's in fight mode, he is Chadlin. When he is normal mode, he is Dublin.
let's- okay.
He's my head wig.
So I do them at the end of each of my turns. Okay, cool. So at the end of my turn, I have to roll a d20 to see what wild magic happens while he's in rage. So unlike wild magic for sorcerers where they cast a spell, it happens at the end of each of his rounds while he's in rage. But instead of a d100, it's a d20. So there's not as much crazy shit as a normal wild magic sorcerer, but I have to roll a d20 to determine what happens at the end of his turn.
That's
But
something
still,
I don't
good
remember
luck.
for that session.
It's because he hadn't unlocked it at that time.
He's just leveled up.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
remember.
Level up. Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah, he kind of leveled up with you. Like essentially, when you completed that dungeon, he basically went and boosted up to the level to allow him to be able to do this. So it's kind of one of those things that like level 1 is technically more powerful than being like a commoner, if that makes sense. So at that time he was more of a commoner, whereas now he's actually like a actual full-flown adventurer. So he's quote unquote level 1 for you guys.
He went from level 0 to level 1, basically.
Yeah, level 0 to level 1. So he rolled an 18.
Good luck.
His speed increases by 10 feet, and he no longer provokes opportunity attacks.
Oh.
What does that hang on. What does that mean?
Okay,
For somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about,
yeah,
me.
no, that's
what does that mean?
that is an excellent question. So, an opportunity attack is in the instance. Let's say that Dublin comes over here. He's standing next to you, and he wants to move around you or past you in some way. You get what's called an opportunity attack on his turn, where you
In
get
the midst of that movement.
in the midst of that movement, where you get to essentially try to hit him with a melee attack once.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay.
But because he rolled that 18, he no longer provokes that.
I don't get the chance. Fuck.
Yeah, he's quick now. Like he's like super fast. But his speed just went up from 25 to 35.
Oh my god.
I'm a cheetah. Rawr.
And he is going. He holds a reaction. It's your turn.
Son of a bitch. Right, I'm still in stealth, so I'm gonna move next to him, and I'm gonna try and make an attack with my short sword. I'm gonna try and make a sneak attack.
Okay.
So, D20 to hit, yeah.
Yep.
Start with.
Yes.
Right.
Please.
Should be in.
With-
Fuck, that's a 9.
Would you
that's
modify?
not
Add your
hitting.
modifier.
Which
Add your
is
modifier.
where am I looking for that?
It'll be
For him,
on where
For
you
rogue,
where
that
you
would be
Is that where it
dexterity,
says
wouldn't
attack bonus?
where it says hit. So you've got your like on your weapon attacking cantrips bit. It'll say name of weapon, so like short sword, and then hit, and then that's where your modifier is. So it should.
Yeah, it says short sword, attack bonus 4.
Okay,
damage
yeah,
10
that'd be
like-
your attack bonus then.
So
Yeah.
that's that, yeah? Okay, so that's a
Yeah.
13, so that's probably not hitting.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not hitting. No.
Okay.
All right, so he's going to use his reaction to do a perception check to see if he sees you. He does not. So that was his reaction. Now it goes to his turn. Now he does see you because of you trying to swing at him, like you trying to jab at him.
Out of stealth now, I guess.
So you're out of stealth now. He is going to look down at you, and he's going to say, "I'm sorry for this," and he takes a swing at you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes! Yes, it does.
Zern is still furiously waving that foam finger.
You're going to take 4 points of slashing damage. And you're going to take... additional
Bones. I forgot
One-
about that.
1 point of fire damage.
Oh yeah.
So you see as he swings down on you and cuts you across the side of your rib cage, and you see
Oh.
part of your cloak kind of catch fire a little bit and singe that area. So now not only do you have this like deep gash across your ribs, but it's got like a really bad sunburn around it too. But now he has to roll.
Toasty.
Immediately cauterize the wound. Fucking.
Hold it.
Won't I just be like getting hit by a lightsaber?
That's what
Yeah.
lightsabers would
Yeah.
actually theoretically do. They
Yeah,
crush
just
and
yeah.
immediately cauterize the wound. So if you were ever slashed by a lightsaber, you wouldn't bleed.
yeah, you'd
Okay.
survive pretty
Okay.
much anything.
So I love this one. So
Oh god, I'm sorry.
his weapon gets surrounded by this rainbow swirly effect, and you see that his great axe turns into a foam bat,
Oh god, here we go.
and now his damage is all psychic damage instead of bludgeoning, slashing, piercing, or any other forms of damage. So any damage that he normally does, so like the fire damage, for example, it's all psychic damage. But he's
Emotional damage.
going to literally hit you with a foam bat.
All emotional damage.
That is his turn. Allura, it's your turn.
There is no point me dashing because he will just catch right up to me.
Yeah, he's quick as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. 1, 2, 3.
He's only got
Slow
2
down.
speeds. Faster.
I'm
Ooh, what
moving
was
to.
that?
Actually, you know what? No. Okay, so can I only do sneak attack in stealth?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, if you had an ally with you, then you could do it that way, but you don't have an ally here. You're one-on-one, so you have to be in stealth in order to do it.
And I can try and go into stealth, and if successful, I can go for a sneak attack.
Yes.
Yes.
Gonna do that.
That is your free action.
Oh, that stealth check's failing. That's a
Uh,
9.
Yeah, no, your fucking ribs are hurting way too much for you to be any form of stealthy.
Yep. All right. So I'm just gonna attack again with my short sword. See if that goes.
Cool.
21. That's gotta hit. Surely.
That does hit.
Thank God for that.
He doesn't have armor on. He has like a robe, like literally.
Okay.
Chadlin needs armor.
So remind me, because obviously I'm gonna roll the d8 for the damage, but it says +1 SP here. Remind me what that means.
Slashing or piercing. So
+1 slashing or piercing.
Yeah.
So it's whatever I roll on the d8 +1.
+1.
Yes.
Then roll your sneak attack damage.
God, I can't do sneak attack because I didn't get in stealth, did I?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah. So you're gonna deal 1 point of damage because he is in rage and takes half.
Oh. Fuck yeah, there's that.
Yep, barbarians resistance.
I am going down on this next move. I guarantee it. I'm not surviving this.
So he looks. It is his turn. He looks to you. Unless you want to move. Do you want to move?
Oh, I can, can't I? Not that there's any point.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the off chance he doesn't decide to move, I'm moving. I'm getting out of the way.
From one row to
Chance,
another.
but he's gonna come right up to me because he can move further than me.
Yeah. So he's
One row to another. He's probably your worst matchup right now.
he doesn't like charge at you, but he does run up to you, and then he's gonna, as you're trying to run away, he's gonna whack you in the back of the head with a foam bat. That definitely will hit. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, I'm so screwed.
So
I'm so fucking screwed.
that is 6.
I'm down. You don't even need to do the plus. I'm down.
Okay.
I was on 5.
So
I'm down.
you see this cute giant owl bear looking guy just charge up behind you. It's like, wait for me! And he comes up, whacks you in the back of the head with this Nerf bat, and you
All I'm
just
gonna say is, I have just enough time before he catches up to turn around after my movement and look up at him just like, fuck. Just before it makes contact.
and
Look
it
at him like,
whacks you in the face, and you
Just
you
the
watch
word.
as Allura does that cartoony thing where she spins in the air and then lands on the ground face first.
Face down, yeah. Oh, I am fucked.
All the way against the wall.
And then you watch as Dublin raises his bat up in success and goes, I've won, bitches!
I can imagine Obiko's character just sat there with a klaxon right now.
Is like
just before I pass out, after landing on my face, I'm just gonna kind of look up from the floor and be like, good job, buddy. Nice.
You see him shrink back down and go back to his cute little form. He waddles over to you and he's like, "Let me help you at least." And then he hands you a potion and he's trying to help you heal back up.
fucking Ilya's just like sat dangling off the stage, and she's just like, that motherfucker went fucking big.
Zern has
He was
lost all control at this point.
She's
Hang on.
she's got her head cocked to one side, and she's just like, he was tiny. Fucking chunkus.
Oh,
Oi.
yes.
Oi, Zern.
Yeah, what's up?
Was he like your bodyguard, or are you his?
It essentially goes both ways.
So,
She's just gonna start cackling with laughter.
I think my next move's obvious. I'm gonna give Chandler a car.
Yes! Yes! Dublin wins!
everybody gets a card.
Everybody gets a card.
Pull an Oprah Winfrey. You get a card. You get a card.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, like,
The
I'm
funniest
gonna
thing about that is the original thing was you get a car. You get a car.
Yeah.
like, Locke's just gonna, like, walk out, like, really quick, like, not, like, quickly, but, like, hesitantly. And I mean that in the best way possible. He's, like, he's trying to keep his body down low enough so that he's not, like, trying to overbear over the top of Dublin. He's, like, trying to get on the same level as him as not to be intimidating in any way. And he's just gonna pass him a card. Just slowly, a little bit shaky hand, pass him a card.
You
And
see,
the roll for the card,
yeah, go ahead and roll.
that would be a 6, it was.
Okay, so you give him the 3 of hearts.
Perfect, because that motherfucker gets big enough to have 3 hearts.
Facts. You see as he grabs the card, but he looks at it excitedly. Roll me a perception check on his hands. What he's about to do with his hands.
Oh. I don't want this guy to do anything with his hands near me. They get big. And I'm only small.
Yeah.
There's
So
only so much news can do.
go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah. Finding my perception.
That fucking moose ain't gonna help you anywhere here, bro.
No, it really ain't. That would be a 15 total. 11 plus 4.
With his hands, he signs in thieves' can't. Thank you.
Oh my heart! I love it.
Yeah,
This motherfucker speaks thieves can't.
yeah, he knows thieves can't.
I would like to adopt him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zern,
you fucking...
Hold on. I need to see what else I have. You know what? No, I've got that one. I'm going to tie
Hey,
my grapple
so-
around my hand, and I'm going to tie the other end of the rope to his hand. We are now connected.
Oh
so,
my
so
God.
I will say this: that with the 15, it's not perfect. Like it's almost like that he's not fluent in it. He just knows a little bit of it, but he does
More than
sign.
enough.
It's enough for you to get the gist of what he says with his hand motions, but in Thieves' Cant, which is like a form of sign language for him, he
Yep.
signs you "thank you."
To sign back in Thieves' Cant, brother, and tie the noose around my wrist and around his.
He
We are
look-
family.
He looks to Zur and he goes, "Is this normal?"
Zern's gonna kind of look down at him, still excited about what just happened, and just be like, "This is kind of off ball for him, buddy, but just accept the fact that he really likes you now."
He gives that like very broad, very teary-eyed grin, and he's like, "I made new friends today."
I want to say, yeah, with the kind of display you just gave everyone here, buddy, I'd say you made quite a few friends here today.
Yay!
And
Although
because
I
of the
think
good
Elizabeth
faith,
might be just a little bit steamed at you, but I'm sure she'll be fine.
because of the good faith
Uh,
that Alira showed to my new best friend, I'm going to give her a card
Okay.
because you showed good faith in the fight.
So, while he's giving you a card, something that Zurin said does pique Dublin's interest, though. Dublin turns around to Laura and says, I hope I didn't hurt you too bad. I just tried my best."
Am I even conscious again at this point? Because I
Yeah.
haven't really had a chance to accept his offer.
Yeah, so he
before
kind of
people jumped in.
yeah, he kind of like helped you pour the potion down, and I'll go ahead and tell.
So he's helped me up, and all right, I'm standing again. That's
So,
fine.
so you'll actually, I actually for real just rolled max. So you're gonna get 4, 8, 9, 10 back.
10 back. Yep.
So you get 10 HP back, and you see all of that happen. You see that
All right.
he turns to Zurin, he turns to Locke. They have their conversation. Then Zurin says something to Dublin that kind of piqued his interest, that made him look like that he's now worried, because he likes, even though he's shy, he likes making friends. So he turns around to you very politely with the big googly eyes, and he's really concerned for your well-being. So he's like, I hope I didn't hurt you too bad. I tried my best.
I'm just gonna sort of rub my shoulder after getting up, and I'm just gonna say, my guy, you just knocked me out with a foam bat. I like you.
He goes, yay! You watch as the teacher walks over to you guys and goes, "Buddy, I'm not gonna fucking lie. That was the greatest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I quite literally, in all my years, have never seen such a beautiful display. In fact, I'm going to train you myself in a barbarian class. Let's go!" And he grabs a fucking Dublin and just puts him under his arms and just starts carrying him out the fucking door.
Alright.
Hold up.
Taking Dublin away.
He's taking Dublin away. I
Yeah.
tied a rope between you. So
yeah,
That's
I
like,
was-
you-
okay, hold on. Let me explain how this bit goes, because I rolled which card I was given.
yeah.
So as I'm about to pass Allura the card, obviously he's picked Dublin up inside. I just get yanked back, and the card just drops and floats to your feet. And the card that you will be getting, I rolled a 16, Tony.
All right, so that is the King of
He's been the
Spades.
queen of-
King of Spades.
Oh, damn it.
There you go, the King of Spades.
Damn it. King of
That's
Spades.
the one you got.
I'll take it.
Zern's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
see that, and immediately his eyes are gonna turn from silver to black, and in Infernal, he's gonna go, "You some bitch."
I'm just gonna kind of I'm presuming because it's right at my feet, I'm gonna notice the card has dropped anyway.
Yeah,
But
you.
before I notice this, I'm just gonna watch as Locke just gets dragged along the floor, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, bye. Thanks for
In
the
the cam-
card. And then I'm
in
just
the
gonna kneel
camera-
down and pick up the card.
In the camera, I'll show you how that looked. It just gone.
It's gone. Yeah, I'm gonna kneel, pick up the card, and I'm gonna. I'm assuming my outfit has pockets.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put it in my pocket for safekeeping, rather than like a bag or anything like that.
All right. Sounds good. So,
I
we're
want to
not.
keep it close with me.
So basically, he literally was so excited about this fight that he forgot the rest of the students. So the rest of the students just look at one another and just shrug, and they and that is the end of that class. So
Yeah, Allura understands the significance of the cards, having watched Zurin, Dublin. Has Ilya received a card?
Yes,
Yeah,
today.
Zurin, Dublin,
Today!
Ilya,
Today!
Drav, after watching like so many other people receive cards, she doesn't. I'm gonna say she doesn't even need to question it. She understands the significance, so she's
That
gonna
is
keep the
something.
card in a pocket rather than her backpack, just to keep it close at all times,
so
as a reminder of that trust.
there
Actually,
is-
to be fair, you got the one next to Ilya's, because Ilya got the ace of spades. You got the king of
Hey,
spades. So,
so
yeah.
we are going to do one final thing, and this will be. I'm trying to hit the 8 o'clock mark and hit it on the dot, and we've got 30 more minutes left. So this next bit is going to be all role play.
Ooh.
Giggity.
So I'm going to send you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
to the library.
Oh god.
Oh, fucking books! I can't
Oh,
read.
boy.
as in, oh no, not where I thought. Okay, so the biblioplex is different to the library.
Yes, the library is different. So I'm going to send you guys there. So
Is Dublin here?
Dublin's not here, no.
We can get rid of the turn order now.
Then I'm not here.
You've been dragged wherever we go. See how far Krack gets
You're
before he
somewhere on
notices
campus
he's
somewhere.
dragged you along the ground.
Oh, it's not like I can shout help.
he,
can't-
he,
I
he signs help.
It seems can't help.
I've only got one arm. My other's
He's
getting
got
dragged.
one hand available. He can't.
I fucking love
Reaches
Has
out.
he heard anybody else say help yet?
it. By
No,
the
probably
time
not.
by the time you guys get to the library, it's gonna be several hours that this is
Gotcha.
all.
So Locke has been freed by.
Yeah, Locke
Krack.
has been
I'm
freed.
but I'm freed. Feathers are just all ruffled. I'm just like, the fuck
Oh,
was.
I love it. I really love it.
Zern's gonna look over at Locke and see how messed up his feathers
Deviled
are,
he is.
covered in dirt. Hey, are you alright, buddy?
There's just gonna be these markings on the wood floors where he's been dragged, where it's just been cleaned.
He tried to
Uh,
claw at the floor to stop.
Did you say that to Locke? Zara?
Yeah, I looked at him. I'm
You-
like, "Are you alright, buddy?"
All he's gonna respond with it. Clippity clop.
Cloppity clop.
Clippity clop.
First tell me you've been keeping track of the phrases you've been
Yes.
hearing. Thank
Yeah.
Yes, I
God.
have. I've
Thank
got get her done.
God.
I've got get her done. 5 gold. I've got clippity clop. Welcome in teacher's deep voice specifically is written down.
Oh yeah.
Don't know what that means. Female
Silent.
teacher, have the balls to get done what needs doing. And then underneath that it says, new attack, present news. Also, my horse is apparently called Clippity Clop. I don't remember doing that, but apparently.
All right. So basically, what happens is that after the events that transpired in the first class today, the barbarian teacher Krack goes in and takes Ilya's advice and goes and makes it to where that they go and inspect the room and kind of try to see if they pick up on anything. So the class that you guys were supposed to attend now has been postponed for later in the evening. So the teacher in question has ordered stating that they wish for the people who are going to attend that class to go to the library and do some research on the history of arcane knowledge.
Magic! Yay!
So they asked that you go and do that while in the library. So you guys decided to go as a group to go to the library and try to see if you guys can go in and find some books that might help you in that situation. Maybe get some information as to what's about to happen for this next class, something along those lines. So you guys just entered the library. You see what looks to be like a dog lady standing and kind of moving books around and dusting and stuff. So you can kind of assume that she works in the library, but that she is the only person that you see in the library currently. What do
Is
you
that
do?
a kitsune?
It's not a kitsune. It's
Vulpine? Vulpine?
it's a vulpine, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she looks kind of like more dog-like, but it's you can tell that there's bits and pieces of like fox in there, and essentially, so you can kind of tell she's a Vulpin.
Okay.
But she looks like that she's dusting the books and putting books away and all that good stuff. She's the only one you currently see, but you guys are at the entrance. So what do you do now that you're here?
I don't know what Zern's doing. Zern is going to go over to essentially the librarian.
Okay.
He's going to look at her and ask her, Miss, I have a question.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Mayhem's face.
Well, first, Tony, I'm going to get my startled heart out of my throat. I think I just lost my train of thought. And Jesus Christ.
Mayhem.
He's going to ask the librarian, where are your books on cantrips?
Top floor, left-hand side.
Alright, Gladys out of fucking Portal 2.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. Thanks, Alexa.
Oh shit! There
Or
is
should
a
I say
top
Siri?
floor.
Did it sound bad?
No, it didn't sound bad.
No.
It actually had more
Tony.
tonal quality than what you would hear like from Siri.
Have you ever played Portal? Like the Portal game series?
Does not sound like GLaDOS. I'm saying this now.
It
Does
does to
not sound
me.
like GLaDOS.
It does.
Absolutely
It does to
not.
me. Of course it does.
Less expression than GLaDOS, more expression than Siri.
So to be fair, I tried to set it to the librarian's voice for a woman's voice, and I spent several hours trying to adjust it. It sounded good to me, so
It actually sounded really good, Tony.
You're
Okay.
good. You're fine.
Sound really good.
Caught me off guard.
Caught
Like
Mayhem
I
off
said, you
guard,
caught
and
us
Mayhem's
all
face
off
just
guard.
went. But
Oh.
it's good. It works. It
Thank
works.
That
I've just
Tim
noticed.
Allen, oh.
I see that there is a top floor. I do not see the way up to the top floor.
You levitate.
Okay, so knowing that she said it's on the top floor left side, Zern's going to fly up to the top
Of
floor
course he is.
okay.
and come over here.
Yep. Go ahead.
Ilya's
And,
gonna. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
go,
Tony,
go
go
ahead.
DM. No, you.
All I was going to say is just have Zurin roll an investigation check to see what he finds, but then you can go ahead and go now.
Ilya's gonna approach the librarian and ask if there is any books that actively teach first level control spells.
Closest thing that I could think on that would be towards the back of the library on the first floor.
Yeah, sure. Okay. God, that voice hits me.
Freaks
Yeah, well,
me out.
if that one hits you, the bloody guttural voice of that black mass infected thing from
investigation,
earlier
right,
got
Tony?
me.
I tried very hard to set all of these up, so
Hey, you did a good job, man.
That's good. That one is good.
Actually
Not
works.
The-
That really works.
That
Infected
works.
crackhead was too good because it's uncomfortable to listen to. I actually
Alright.
have to take my headphones off when you do that because it cuts
I'm
right through me.
Ilya's gonna head to where the librarian said.
okay. So it would be down towards around this area.
You said investigation, right, Tony?
Yes, sir. Please.
All right, I'm proficient in it, so it's going to be a 16 plus 4, dirty 20.
So you pretty much find the entire section on cantrips. You kind of skirmish through them, and you see like cantrips for warlocks, cantrips for sorcerers, cantrips for wizards. You find the whole shebang just right there available to you. Pretty easy.
Zern wants the book for cantrips for warlocks.
Okay. You find that relatively easy. So you pull the book out. The book is like almost paper thin. And you pull it out, and it's just like this really old bound, almost like a. You remember those old time school notebooks we used to have back in the day? The ones where they had like the different colors, and you would go to Walmart and spend like 50 cents on them?
Oh, the color. I actually know the name of them, but I know what you're talking about.
You know
but
what
yeah.
I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that. It's like that, but it's really old and looks like it's been worn out and been here for a while.
Are there any pages in it?
Yeah, there's pages in it. It's just old.
Okay, well, Zern's going to try to look through that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another investigation check. In the meantime, Allura and Locke, what would you like to do?
Before anything happens, I'm gonna turn to Locke and I'm gonna say, "Hey, I didn't really get a chance before you made your very swift exit earlier, but I wanted to say thank you for the card. I understand, and I appreciate it."
Locke's gonna mimic the exact voice of, when I find my quotes, there they are, of the why is my mind gone blank? The butler teacher, you know, that one. Welcome.
Ah, gotcha.
It's the only way he can respond, other than noose, you know.
Presents news.
Okay,
So,
so following on from this interaction, I'm going to approach the librarian and I'm going to say, I've been having a little bit of trouble in combat with range. I'm finding I'm having to get too close for comfort with some of my attacks so far. Is there anything I can do to, deal some damage from a range, spell wise?
She ponders at you for a second and goes,
Aren't spellcasters normally casting spells from a range, though? It's just out of my curiosity. I'm not trying to pick on you or anything. I'm just curious.
Hey, I missed the beginning of that.
okay, so she
Aren't spellcasters normally doing that? Is what she's saying.
Yeah.
Casting spells from a range.
Oh yeah, so basically, I don't know any spells. I don't have anything I can do from a range.
Ah, that makes more sense. Okay. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the second story on the right-hand side, and it should be towards the front. The area up there is also very crowded and clustered, but once you get up there, it's pretty easy to spot.
Okay, and I don't see a way up to the second level. Is there stairs anywhere, or?
She points behind you, and she points here.
Hang on, I didn't see that. Oh, right. Oh, so they are stairs. Okay. All right.
So when you go up those, it'll lead you right here,
Okay.
and then you can kind of just
And-
walk around.
She said around the back,
So here.
up there. Okay. I assume that I've taken the long ass journey, but I'm gonna
Yeah. You
head up
essentially
there and
walk your
start
way all the way around. Yeah.
all the way around because I can't fly.
Before I
Like
get to
some people.
Mayhem's, investigation roll,
investigation.
Locke, please tell me what you do.
Yes. I'm going to walk over to the Vulpine, and I'm going to take a chance on this one, and I'm going to, after realizing that the Owlbear knew, that Dublin knew about,
Owlin.
like, Thieves, yeah, like, he knew about, Thieves' Cant by signing it. I'm going to take a chance and sign, Shadow cantrips, question mark type thing, in Thieves' Cant to the Vulpine, and see if she understands.
Okay. Give me a second.
Shadow based magic basically is what I'm looking for off of her.
Okay. She signs back to you and says that shadow magic is difficult at low level. However, the information is on the first floor, right-hand side, restricted area.
I'm gonna respond with, can I go in there since it's a restricted area in the Thieves' Cant?
She signs back to you and says, "Do you have permission slip from instructor?"
Um, okay. I've got two choices there now. I'm trying to pick which would be the right option.
Percent forgery kit.
That's what I was thinking. That's genuinely what I was thinking. I'm gonna say no, but we've been told to come here to research, so I'm assuming that would work. This is all in Thieves' Cant, obviously.
Okay, she replies back to you and says, "I will go grab the book for you, but you must sit at the front table where I can view you."
Is that this?
Yeah, it's right here. So you have. She's basically saying in Thieves' Cant with sign language.
You need supervision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need supervision.
Then I will sit right there
Okay.
and wait.
So she walks over in this area. She unlocks this giant gate that has, like, in the center of it, this demonic face looking thing on it that's made out of metal. But she goes and unlocks the lock that is attached to what looks to be like one of those it looks like a ring that is for your bottom lip that is attached to the demon's head. So she unlocks that padlock and pulls out the ring from the face to open the gate up. She walks in, goes a couple of feet, scans the area, grabs the book, comes back, locks the gate back up again, and then you watch the key vanish in thin air.
Mm-hmm.
And then she walks back over to you with the book. Roll me a perception check. And then after I tell you what you see, then we'll go to Ilya.
Alright. And then I need to see what my perception is. Okay. So I got an 11, 7 plus 4.
Okay. So you're not going to get a broad view of what you see, but you get the general idea. It's a book that is literally called I've got it here. So, funny enough, this is not a book that is designed for spellcasters. It's designed for a different class. that can cast spells as a subclass.
Interesting.
And I will pull it up now.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping it was on second floor so I could use the grapple to get. No. Who needs
Uh,
stairs? Oh, light.
Find it.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
uses the noose end to keep himself steady.
Uses his neck to slow his climb.
Noose on one end, grapple on the other. Business in the front, party in the back.
Okay. So it's a very odd book because it's what's called a double-sided book, where that it's two books in one. One side of the cover for the one side of the book is called Knowledge on Echo Knights. The other side, when you flip it over, is Knowledge on Eldritch Knights.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, picked interest.
Which dark side are you gonna look at?
She
Both.
points to the one for Eldritch Knight and signs to you in Thieves' Cant and says, "This side teaches you how to spell cast as a fighter with shadow magic."
Mm.
And then she points to the other side and signs to you and says, "This side teaches you how to effectively become an Echo Knight to turn your shadow into an ally."
I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, Tony. Do either of those include something such as using my own shadow as cover, like going into my own shadow?
Echo Knight. Echo Knight is quite literally what it sounds like. You take your shadow and it becomes its own being. You can swap places with your shadow and you can use your shadow to go into stealth.
That's the one I'll start reading first.
Okay. So she flips it over onto the Echo Knight side first and sets it down for you. And she lays it there, and then she's not going to like watch you or anything, like peer over you. She's just kind of gonna walk over here and kind of like work and be in your general area to make sure that you kind of stay there, and that's all you do is look at that book. Okay. Ilya, with your 17, it's pretty easy. It's not really that difficult. You do find several books on like first level, second level spell casting, like different leveled spells. So you can pretty much find what you're trying to look for.
Okay. Am I able to learn anything?
Depends on what exactly you're wanting to learn and how well you roll an investigation on reading the book that you're looking at. Because right now you kind of just walked to the area and you're just like scanning the area with what you can see.
I'm looking for books that teach control-based spells
Okay.
at first level.
So at first level, okay, that you
Because I can only cast first level spells right now.
yeah, so it's control spells, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you go to a specific area where that it's not generally control spells. Like it leaves you with the notion that it has that in it, but that's not the only thing that's in this book. It's a book about spells for strategy versus spells for like dealing damage.
Right.
So go ahead and roll me an investigation check to see.
So, for added clarification, spells along the lines of what Ilya is wanting to learn is stuff like dissonant whispers, entangle, ensnaring strike, hideous laughter,
Sleep.
control person, silent image, snare, that sort of thing.
Yeah, essentially you find that book, but it's not the only thing that's going to be in this book is
Okay.
just those types of spells. There's going to be other spells that generally when you first think about it, they're not like spells that you would typically use to control a situation with, but it
Okay.
puts it in there to give you examples of how you could use that spell to do that. But go
So
ahead.
what do you want me to roll?
Roll another investigation to read the book and see what spells you're able to comprehend.
18.
18? Okay. So it's pretty much the gist of like all of the spells that you just named off, like Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Grease, Sleep, Entangle. All of these spells are there, but it gives the warning saying that only certain classes can learn these spells, and that it takes a lot of time and effort to go in and learn them. So it's not impossible, but you're not going to learn the spells from reading the book. It's more or less like giving you the instructions on how to learn it, essentially, but doing it the long way.
Eight.
Okay? Zurin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you pull the book. What was your investigation for reading the book?
12.
12? Okay. So you do see quite a few warlock cantrips. It wasn't that difficult to go in and find all of that stuff for. You see, pull it up. You see all of these spells as follows. You see information on Blade Ward, Booming Blade, Chill Touch, Create Bonfire, Eldritch Blast, Friends, Frostbite, Green Flame Blade, Infestation, Lightning Lure, Mage Hand, Magic Stone, Mind Sliver, Minor Illusion, On and Off, Poison Spray, Prestidigitation, Sword Burst, Thunderclap, Toll the Dead, and True Strike. However, kind of like in the DM's Guide, the very first page of that said document that you find literally says that in order to learn these spells, you either, one, have to make a deal with a patron, or two, learn them from a different class. So it's the same concept that Ilya got, where it's giving you the long way to learn how to cast these spells. It's basically telling you, you want to learn these spells, go take some of these classes and level up in those classes.
Is there any way I can do that right now?
Currently, no. Not with reading a book. You can go to the specific classes that it mentions to where that you can spend a lot of time in there and study, and then when you level up, then you go into that level for that specific area if you wanted to. But just by reading the book, you're not going to be like, oh, I learned a new spell.
Well, darn.
I will say this too, and this is for Ilya because of how high you rolled. You get the notion that the only way to kind of instantly learn a spell is two ways. One, by being a wizard, which you are. And then two, reading spell scrolls, which are rare.
Spell scrolls, huh?
Yeah, so wizards have this thing where they carry a spell book around with them, right? So in Ilya's case, we haven't really talked about what her spell book is, but she gets the notion that the best way for her to learn spells as a wizard is to study more and put those spells in her spell book.
Okay. So, what spells did you say that I got information about from this book?
Pretty much the gist of the kind of ones you named off, like sleep, grease,
Excellent, excellent.
hideous
So,
laughter.
I'd like to essentially finish off my day by finding as much information about the spell command as I can, and then put as much of that into my spell book.
Okay, so you want to learn command.
Yes.
Just a second.
For all you D&D players out there that think that necromancy is the scariest school of magic, let me introduce you to enchantment. I will literally use your mind against you.
Okay. So, with you wanting to learn command and it being outside of your class, the DC.
Wait. Is it?
Yeah, it's cleric and paladin.
Huh. Huh, okay. Didn't know that. Well, can't retcon it now.
Well, I'm not telling you no. Like you, if you want to go in and think of something else, then that's fine. Just it needs to be within your class. If we're talking about control spells for like wizards, there's a charm person. There's technically distort value as a control-ish spell.
You got snare,
Snare, grease,
sleep,
sleep.
the fuck is that one? Huh. Alright, I do want to retcon it.
Okay. So what do you want to learn?
Unseen servant.
Unseen servant.
And it is a wizard spell too.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
I just gotta figure out how to put it onto my actual fucking spellbook now.
Well,
If I succeed on it.
I was fixing to say you're about to roll for it for one thing, but it's not going to be as high as it was for the other spell that you mentioned. Okay. So, roll me a Arcana check.
Oh. You're speaking my language right now.
Oh, who's got?
23.
23. Okay. So, I'm gonna give you this. Okay. So I want you to listen to me very carefully. Okay.
You will get battle on her binky again, please.
You will get the spell Unseen Servant by reading this book. So it will be like you reading a spell scroll. Okay.
Uh-huh.
However, in order to cast it, you have to prepare it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm familiar with that.
Okay, so you can't just like cast it right now.
No. No.
But if you spend a long rest preparing your book or your spell book,
Yeah,
to
wizards wake up every day and they prepare which spells they want to have at their disposal for that day.
exactly. So I'm
Yeah.
with such a high roll that you got, I'm allowing you to have that extra spell, but you have to be able to prepare it first. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Things. All right. Now we are going to very quickly go through Locke and Allura, and then we're going to end the session where they do their research, and once we come back for the next session, we will go and attend the next class. So, I feel like we need to start with Locke, because Locke is going to be the quickest to get through. So Locke, tell me what you do with this book on Echo Knight.
Well, I read it.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Unless it's a picture book, then I stare at them and laugh at the funny pictures.
In the corner of one of the pages, you see especially written for Locke.
You said, what did you say? Investigation?
Investigation, yes.
I got a 14 total, 13 plus 1.
Okay, so again, it's not that difficult because all of the information is there. All right. So you go and start skimming through the pages, and you can get bits and pieces of it because you can kind of read.
Well, I can read.
Oh yeah, you can read. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at your sheet now. You can read. Okay.
Hey, it's for apps.
Okay.
I can read Common and all the Auran and all the other languages.
Yeah.
I can read all of it, but
Yeah,
I can't speak them.
Yeah, I can see. I was looking at your sheet to make sure that you can read them. Okay, so you can read them.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can read 'em, right.
so you see everything perfectly. All right. So it basically gives you the information that in order to go into this subclass, you have to go into fighter, and you have to spend quite a bit of time doing it. You can kind of get the notion that you had to reach like 3rd level fighter, given the information here. So you have to put 3 levels into fighter, and then choose Echo Knight as your subclass.
Give me a second. I've got to search some up real quick before I make any decisions on this. I'm searching up a certain subclass that I think I was going to go into anyway, which might negate it. I'm just double checking right now. Because I think I brought this up to you already.
Because technically, when you do multi-class, you're going to get 2 subclasses anyway. So
yeah, that's why I'm checking this one, because the main thought process behind it was the teleport, basically. But I'm pretty sure with Solomon I can do that anyway. Checking. No, I can do that with Soul Blade anyway. It's like teleportation.
okay.
So, I'll keep reading it. Basically see if there's anything else in there that interests me on it.
Okay, so I'm going to read to you what it does. That way, that it'll kind of give you essentially like the rundown of how Echo Knight works. You at least got that with a 14, so. I gotta pull it back up. Okay. The Echo Knight's central feature is its ability to create an echo, which allows you to fight in 2 places at the same time. Mechanically, it's a simple subclass with very little management and no decision points, but mastering the use of your echo is central to making the Echo Knight effective. Tactically, your echo is like a second character in some ways. and using your echo effectively is crucial to succeeding in combat. A clever Echo Knight can gain additional damage output and reduce damage to themselves and their party by ensuring that their echo is in the right place at the exact right time. Players who can make this work consistently will find that the Echo Knight is an exceptionally powerful character. Because the Echo Knight depends so heavily on your bonus action to manage your echo, avoid using stuff like 2-weapon fighting, crossbow expert, and anything else that touches your bonus actions.
So it's primarily bonus action based.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Do you want me to continue reading?
Please, yeah.
Okay. Manifest Echo, and you see that in kind of like it says Manifest Echo where it's in bold.
Yeah.
This is the Echo Knight's signature feature, and while it gains some extra stuff over time, the core ability never really changes. Get really comfortable using it because it's going to take your bonus action to recreate if need be for the rest of your entire career. You can move your echo for free once per turn, in addition to recreating it in a new place or switching places with it entirely. And unlike moving your own character, your echo doesn't have specific movement types, so you can move it 30 feet in any direction, including vertically into the air.
Okay.
Remember that your echo disappears if you move too far away, but it costs you nothing except a bonus action to recreate it instantaneously. So in many cases, it may be more effective to initially walk away from your echo, recreate it, than to try to move it along with you. You can also teleport to switch places with your echo, allowing you to escape grapples, difficult terrain, and bindings with little effort. Though it does also cost part of your movement for the turn. There is no limitation on how often you can create your echo, so recreating it every round is basically expected if yours has been destroyed by an attack or moved too far away. There's a lot more that I could read here, but
Yeah, no, I've got the gist of it. So you can still pick 2 subclasses if you multiclass, right?
yeah. So with you being a rogue, once you reach level 3 in rogue, you pick a subclass, and then let's say that you put 3 levels into fighter, you pick a subclass
also
for the
pick one.
fighter.
Sweet. Yeah, turn it. I've just thought of something that's potentially really busted, so I'm gonna do it.
You gotta do it a couple of times.
Yeah. Locke's gonna take the information that he needs to start classing into fighter,
Okay.
and he's basically planning in his head to go sign up some fighter classes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Allura, we're gonna end off with you.
Yep.
So Allura, please roll me an investigation check and tell me what you get.
15.
Okay.
Flat 15.
Cool. Fantastic. So the area, just like the librarian said, is very cluttered. It's it's unorganized. It seems like that a lot of students come over into this area for some reason. But you get the general idea as to where to look for exactly what you're looking for. So go ahead and describe to everybody once again, because they've probably forgotten by now, exactly what you're looking for, and go from there.
So I'm gonna basically rummage through these books and try and find anything that's gonna teach me, or at least give me some information on spells that I can deal some damage from a distance.
Okay, so you go and grab a couple of books. They're from a different variety of classes. So you see ones for wizards, you see ones for warlocks, you see ones for sorcerers. You see a variety of different ones that you can pick from. And skim through each of them, and each of them has their own list as to what you can learn. All of them have their own damaging spells. So you get the idea that, kind of like the rest of your party, that in order for you to be able to effectively learn how to cast spells in the sense of like damaging spells, you're either going to have to one, learn a class that specializes in that, which currently you're a rogue, okay? Or two, look into a subclass that gives you that opportunity to do so. So if there is a subclass in rogue that can cast damaging spells, then you could go that route as well. Otherwise, you're going to have to do what's called multi-classing and go into another class.
Right.
Does that make sense? Or do you want me to explain it a little bit better?
A little bit.
Okay. Okay. Multi-classing is where you go and say, so like right now you're level 1 rogue, right? Okay. So let's say that today of all days, me being the DM, I say everybody levels up, get to level up to level 2. Okay. You can choose what class you want to level up into. That's kind of the whole point of the school, right? The classes are there to tell you and teach you the different classes that you can level up into. So you've got wizard, sorcerer, warlock, rogue, fighter, barbarian. You've got all these different classes that you can take, and they're going to teach you how to effectively use that class to the best of their ability. But it's up to you as the character to go in and say, okay, I want to do this and this. So in order to do that, I need to go and when I level up in this class. Does that make more sense now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you're at any point need any more reference on that, don't be afraid to ask. But that's the gist of how it works, is that it all comes down to leveling up. Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right. So, Alora unfortunately will not be able to learn any new spells because of her being in a rogue class currently. So, but you do have the information there. Locke found the information he was looking for as far as shadows were concerned. Zurin found the information on cantrips that he was needing. And Ilya found a new spell. Goody, goody, goody. That is where we're going to end the session, everybody. And thank you guys for stopping by. We greatly appreciate it here at the Dirty 20. And let's see about finding somebody to rate. We're going to a we're gonna raid my buddy Mike. So this episode will be uploaded to the YouTube channel come so I'm changing my stream schedule. So this episode will be uploaded by Wednesday instead of Tuesday because I'm going to set it to where that I'm going to stream on Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Fridays. I don't know. I haven't really decided, but I'm trying to reduce my work stuff because I'm doing a lot, which I'm about to go into a few other things, a few other projects that I've put myself into. But this episode will be uploaded on the YouTube channel on Wednesday. Secondly, we are going to be looking for a new player, like I said before, to take over for Dub's spot. Again, to Dubs, when you see this or if you're here, thank you for the time that you spent here. I personally, as a DM, greatly appreciate the fact that you time out of your day to actually come and play with us and learn the game to an extent. I hope that in the future that you go and seek me out again and will want to join another campaign sometime in the future. I would love to have you.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully by that time we will have situations where I can make it easier for time restraints. Hopefully. That's the second thing. Third thing is go and check out our affiliates, such as and our partners, such as XP Coffee, Dubby, a few other places. Go check all of that out. Give me just a moment because somebody knocked at my door.
I may have
No.
just soul knife allows me to teleport. I can do
Right.
double teleport because one's is a bonus action, the other isn't. Naruto flying Rajin, bitch.
I heard that.
Good.
All right, so like I said before,
Oh, I
that's
can also teleport through a keyhole.
yeah, that's also true. So again, like I said, go check out our affiliate links with XP Coffee, Tafasi Gaming, which is for like eyewear. So if you like me and have headaches, which I have the glasses here, I finally found them. Like I lost them and then I found them, and I'm glad that they're not broken. I need to start wearing these. But Tafasi Gaming sells those blue tinted glasses where it like protects your eyes from looking at screens and stuff like that. And then Dubby, which is the energy drink stuff. So definitely go check all of that out. Use our code Dirty20 to get you a nice little discount. And last but not least, there is a new project in the works that I am going to hopefully be starting sometime soon. That is involved with the Dirty 20.
Huh?
This is something that I'm doing myself. This is not anybody else needing to do anything. So this is just solely on me.
I
So I came up with the concept to that at some point I am going to create a store where that it will have the Dirty 20 merchandise in it. So you'll be able to buy the merch. Like we've already got a store right now, and I love it. It's great. But I want to do a separate store that has the Dirty 20 merch for like t-shirts, the stickers, all of that stuff there. However, we're also hopefully, with some help from family members, going to be starting up a tea line where that I'm going to be creating flavored teas, essentially like the like you put in the tea bags and stuff like that. And each individual flavor is going to come with a colored D20 to represent the flavor. So we're going to kind of work on all of that and see what flavors we want to do and stuff like that. Hopefully it turns out really well. And we're going to be hopefully selling that on our store as well. And it's going to be where we can sell locally and across seas. So if anybody wants to try it out when we get to that point, then that will be something that we will have hopefully set in the future soon. And I'm hoping that this will be something that we can kind of utilize to get me out of working my 9-to-5 job, and I can do Dirty 20 full time. That's the goal. So with that out of the way, again, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and let's go hit up this raid. We will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.